Hello, everyone, my dear student teachers from various districts. This is my warm greetings from Salve to your various districts and school of application. Just today, I want to take you through what it takes to write a report, school attachment report, the report that I desire to see, the report that you will write. It's not a matter of copy and paste, but to have the same map road, to have the same guideline. As I have seen, some of you they were able to send it to me to see. I saw people still copy and paste previous ones to these ones. I gave you the guidelines to follow. Kindly follow it as it is. Don't go to put things of like curriculum, extra curriculum, or whatever. What I want in your report is the same as I'm going to present it to you. Don't panic. Take it easy. It is very easy and very clear in everywhere, in every step I'm going to show you, in every corner of this report. Just I consider myself as a student teacher who is in internship report in one of the school in Rwanda. Therefore, I'm going to present to you my report. Then you will see how I expect your report to be, how I will see your report to be. Please, terms and conditions are applied. As you can see, from here, I start school attachment reports 2025, 2026. We have school logo. Under the school logo, you have a province. The TTC Sab is located in South. District is Gisagara. Sector is Sab. Then TTC name is TTC Sab. Email. This is my email, for example. As it is written, under it have contact. This is my telephone number. I have a Tigo and MTN. That's what I'm expecting you. If you have a Tigo, that's good. If I have MTN, that's good. Don't hesitate to write one or two. Even if you don't have, put any address of you. Maybe any phone you use. Under it, you have school attachment report. Under this school attachment report, it has 20 teachers' names. Shuti Anje, mathematically. That's my name. Then I have my option or my class. This is year 3 CMD. Done at GS Migozi on 9th of December 2025. Author Shuti Anje, mathematically. That's my name. Under I put supervisor. Teacher igihe ni iki success. That is his name or her name, the teacher who supervised me from my TTC who came to see me in my school. Please take note that some of you are writing your supervisors in a long way. If you don't know how to write his or her name, kindly contact him. Then he will or she will give you the way to write his or her name, spelling his or her name correctly. I saw some of you start writing their names in a long way. Kindly text them to ask, how can I write your name? Or even you inform me. Under it, this is the page, the first page is over. The second page, you see acknowledgements. You're going to acknowledge people who supported you, people who helped you, people who contributed to your report, to your academic, to this journey. For example, I said, I would like to thank God for his blessings upon me, the gift of knowledge and wisdom that has enabled me to finish my internship. I also would like to thank my supervisor, Viviane Omira, for her zeal and supervisory load in this internship project. I equally thank my schoolmates, Brother Gaston Zasanfra, the principal of Salve Teacher Training College, TTC Salve, and all those who accompanied me in one way or the other in my academic journey. Moreover, I would like to thank the whole TTC Salve administration, teaching and non-teaching staff members, my former ex-friend, Mbanila Jacques, for assisting me in my academic journey, and my classmates for their academic support. I appreciate my mother, that evil wonder, my father, physics study, my brothers and sisters, my role model, Mr. Socrates, Brother Inyas, and all my friends who helped me up to this far. This is example of acknowledgement. On the second page, under the second page, that's all, nothing should be there also. Under the third page, you will see abbreviation and acronyms. TTC, Teacher Training College. This example, LAB, Rwanda Basic Education Board, NESA, National Examination and School Inspection Authority, pay as you earn. That's, for example, abbreviation and acronyms that I have given you as an example to follow. That is, I expect you also to see some abbreviation in your report, some abbreviation in your school attachment reports. Under it, a list of tables. Under this list of tables, this is obligatory, not. It is not. It's optional. You can use it. It sounds weird. Even gives a credit to your report. If you write, for example, sample of lesson plan, maybe I put it on table 3.1. This example, organigram of the whole school, also how you structured it, stamped timetable, scheme of work. This is something you may be having the table. You want to show the reader that your report is well done accordingly. Under this, we go to another page, table of contents. Kindly, table of content is done automatically, not manually. People who are doing their table of contents manually, when you print your book, it is calamity. It is calamity. It's Capernaum other ways. Be smart in ICT tools. If you don't know, please consult. Ask, you will be given. Knock, the door will be open for you. Search, you will find. It is very easy. You go in the toolbar app, you go to references, then you come back to table of content. You choose the level of table content you want. But as you see, all my table content, the pages are on the same page, the same range. 1, 2, 3. Here you find the acknowledgement on page 1. On page chapter 1, you find page 5. Introduction of chapter in subheading, you find chapter 5. This is an example I give you how it is arranged. Under it, we have a chapter 1. As you see, I wrote chapter 1 here. Under chapter 1, introduction. As you see in the guideline you are given, under introduction and chapter 1, there is a 1.0 introduction. In this introduction, you discuss what you are going to discuss in chapter 1. For example, at this point, the discussion over the background of the school attachment, geographical location, and historical background of the whole school, organogram of the whole school, student statistics of whole school in national examination last year, status of special educator needs of whole school, statistics they are asking you. This will also explore the scope and personal experience of the internship. This is the introduction 1.0. I want your report to be in this way. Under it, you have a 1.1 background of the school attachment. 1.1. As I said, the teacher education program can only be complete if it has the practical components. This is known. We are not asking you reference. It is known from curriculum. I expect your background of the school attachment the way here it is. No removing or adding any sentence, but it is copy and paste of this of mine. Then you place it into your report. The next 1.2, geographical location and historical background of GS Rugeramigozi. This is my school. I'm doing my internship. Rugeramigozi, wherever it is. Also, I expect you to see this heading 1.2, geographical location and historical background of your school. If of your Gasozi primary school or whatever, it's up to you. Then, as you see, read carefully my geographical location and historical background. I suggest Rugeramigozi Group Scolaire Rugeramigozi in Rwanda has a rich history starting as boys' school primary founded in 1952 by the Catholic Church, managed by white fathers, then taken over by Marist brothers in 2019, evolving through various grades, low and upper, before the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi led to its transformation into a crucial group scolaire focused on secondary school education to rebuild Rwanda teaching force. It is a government-aided school owned by Marist brothers. It is an example I give you here. I did not put it too much. It's an example to see what do you have to put in your historical background with the school which hosted you. You can even have more than 5 stanzas. It's no matter. The problem is then organogram of the GS Rugeramigos. I expect you 1.3 to see organogram of the GS Rugeramigos the way it is. Under it, this is my own. I don't expect you to draw the things like the way I did here. No. Draw according to your capacity. I wrote Catholic Church. Under Catholic Church, under side I have a Republic of Rwanda. Under Catholic Church, we have a Mercy Brothers are the one owing or leading or administering these GS Rugeramigos. It's an example I'm giving. I consider myself as a student teacher in internship. Under it, we have SMS Rwanda. This is their structure. Under it, you have a community. Under community, you have a head teacher. Under head, you have PTA. Parents and Teachers Association. Then, the other side of the Republic of Rwanda also we have Rwanda Education Board, Rwanda Education Board, or Rwanda Basic Education Board. We have NESA, DD, CSE, all these. Under it, we have a 1.4 statistic of GS Rugeramigos. It is not necessary to just to write or do anything more. No. The way it is, you write statistics of Gasozi Primary School, for example, if you are working there. Then, in academic year of 24-25, that GS Rugeramigos had the following statistics. This is my example. In lower primary, boys were 145 and girls were 152. Total in the lower primary 24-25 were 297. In upper primary, boys were 132 and girls were 116. Total in upper primary 24-25, 248. Total number of students in lower primary and upper primary students were 545. Please, here I expect you to put 25, 26, not then like mine here. Don't copy and paste. In the primary, there are 70 students who did the national examination in 24-25. In the primary, 6 students who did the national examination performed at 97%. 61 students passed and 12 students failed the national examination. There were nurseries 1, 2, and 3. In nursery, there were 27 students of boys and 36 students of girls. Total number of students in nursery were 63. This is how I did my statistics. Then in 24-25, all students in GS Rugeramigos were 545. Then under it I put 1.5 academic performance for GS Rugeramigos. GS Rugeramigos in Rwanda consistently shows strong academic performance, especially in national examinations, often featuring top students in the primary and secondary school results, excelling in areas like SET, languages, and sciences, attributed to dedicated teachers, good resources, students' focus, and supportive follow-ups, making it a leading institution for knowledge and equipped despite being up country. 1.6. We are still dealing in the first chapter. This one shows first chapter on point 6. Status of special education needs of GS Rugeramigos. You also write this. When you reach to GS Rugeramigos, you put your school. Irigius Rugeramigos was one learner with physical impairments. He has problems with legs and he is unable to move. The Rwandan government gave him wheelchairs. He comes to school with his peers pushing him forward the same how he returns to home. This is the way I demonstrated my own. You too, you will have the way you demonstrate yours. That mentioned boy with special need education and others who have other special needs like visual, hearing impairments, among others, are guided by their teachers and perform well academically and in other options. Chapter 2. Dear friends, as you see chapter 2, it is the same way I started chapter 1. I wrote chapter 2 under chapter 3 methodology. Then I come 2.0 introduction. This 2.0 means that it's chapter 2 on 0 point, which here I will discuss introduction. Something I'm going to discuss in chapter 2. This chapter captures the school attachment activity, description of school attachment activity. That is what I'm going to do. Planning and teaching, description of planning activities and the problem and solution related to teaching that I encountered into my internship. Point 201. This means chapter 2 on point 1, school attachment activity. This is the activity I have done in my school attachment. For example, I said, teaching is said to be the methods and variety of techniques used by the teacher for transmitting knowledge, skills, attitudes to learners during teaching and learning process. By the way, the ways in which I delivered my lessons in P3 and P5 were entirely based on CBC, competence-based curriculum. I taught all my lessons firstly after preparing them on a lesson plan. I delivered my lessons by using different teaching and learning aids, by putting into practice active methods like group discussion, demonstration method, question and answer methods, and role play methods, and so on, and some different kind of stuffs where learners could become more active in participating during teaching and learning. Activities like different motivations such as rewards like flowering claps after learners answer well, a question, warm up, rewards when they were tired, and also I delivered my lesson through caring, much to all children or students during teaching and learning process, which encouraged them to work hard as they finally got good marks. During this process of teaching and learning, my supervisors were not just far off me because they were helping me in such a way. During a specific lesson, my mentor would be in class just by helping to manage students' behavior during sessions and also by showing the better way or method I may use in order to make learners to become good citizens. All in all, in introduction, I used to ask learners questions according to their mental ability by reviewing the previous lessons. When a new lesson has a relationship with the new one, and to introduce a new lesson when the relationship is not. In body of the lesson is where I explain the content, displaying teaching aids, making learners in order to achieve objective and follow all steps I prepared in lesson plan of body development. In summary, I used to give learners key points, give them time to note down whatever they want to acquire and evaluate them and myself. In fact, the action of delivering my lesson went well because of good collaboration between me and my supervisors in teaching and learning activities. The problems that I encountered during this process or action of my teaching with my supervisors are as follows. There was poor English language speaking among some learners. As a prospective teacher, I tried to emphasize much on all things I taught by explaining them clearly, like explaining new vocabularies as the way to solve the problems of understanding. There are some skills and experiences that I gained when I was delivering my lessons during my internship. Which are the following? It helped me to know how to use word teaching and learning aids and how to use different methods and techniques in teaching and learning process. It helped me to know how to use simple vocabularies which are very understandable by every learner during the lesson. This made a lesson to be delivered well and understood by learners. It is also helped me to know and be accustomed by the variety of strategies of managing the classroom. It helped me to build and bring self-confidence on during the session of teaching and even outside the classroom. It also supported me to develop and be familiar with communication skills. It helped me to develop different strategies, ways and variety in provisions of helping students with special educational needs during teaching and learning process. It prominently helped me to improve social skills, generally positive environment to both teacher and learners, and how I can express my opinion or ideas when interacting with other people. It also helped me to develop document seeking skills like how I can find the both. The following is point 2.2. 2.2 Planning and teaching. The way I was planning my lesson and teaching or delivering my lesson. This is the things I did. As a prospective primary teacher, one of the certificate completion requires is that student teacher spend one term of school calendar and internship in primary school. Interns are expected to. This is just like the scope. That's something I just put there. You should put yours. Don't copy and paste this. This is to show you when you will pass through it, you will see what was supposed to be done or what is supposed to be done. This, you are not far. I know you are still writing your reports, but should be with quality, not quantity, but quality. And it should be for the scholar. Then, under this, you can see this is what develop awareness, understanding, capacity, in the specific. You will put yours. Then, problems, point 2.3 problems and solutions related to teaching and learning activities. I want to see your heading the way here it is. The body is not the same, but I should see this. This is my own problems and solution. You had your own problem you encountered. You even have the solution you used to overcome those challenges you encountered. This is mine. You too, you have yours. Then we go to chapter 3. As you see, chapter 3 also have conclusion, way forward. 3.0 Introduction. This section discusses about the recommendation for school attachment program to my TTC for further improvement of school attachment. Recommendation for primary school for further improvement of school attachment. Here I saw some of you went even they want to give recommendation for your two students. Please, your two students is not your business. Your business is TTC administration or TTC as a school and the school that you did your internship. There is what you saw. Maybe you can request TTC to be doing before sending or during internship. And also primary school, you should also advise them when you have internees, you should do this and this. That is what you request here. We're not asking you to come to describe things of co-curricular activities to say students you should go, you should be fear out. No, it's not your business. You are talking to those two elements. 3.1 Recommendations for the internship program. Here you are addressing to TTC. Then TTCs should let their student teachers read internship reports made by previous internees. That is an example I gave you. This is mine. You too, you have yours. This is my TTC. What should be done? Then under 3.2 Recommendations for primary school. What you recommend to primary school, what primary school should be doing during your internship. Then that's mine. And under it, I wrote annexes. A in Annex B, lesson plans. This is an example. Don't these annexes. Annexes follow the way the guideline was given to you. Don't go far. Just you need to see those annexes. You start with stamped weekly timetable or workload. This stamped weekly timetable, you should not email. You can print your book, you draw it at the end of printing your book. You go to school, they stamp on it, or they stamp on it before, then you scan it, press it. But the easiest way, if you're not following the school, write your report, print the book, then you go, head teacher will stamp your timetable day, or do whatever way you can. This is my scheme of maths, as I'm teaching mathematics in P5, and even the set one is here. This is the way I put it. Annex R 2.2 Annex B, lesson plan of mathematics P5. The lesson plan. This lesson plan, you don't put all the lesson plan. No, it's the sample. You should put one or two. Don't go far. Then Annex C. This timetable should. That's what I was to start according to this guideline were given. And as I put here, I will stamp it, but should be the first one annex. Then sample of classroom observation, the last one. Then my report ends on page 59. As you see, the page are down. Here, the way they are. They dot the corner, wherever, in the middle and down. And dear friends, you may have many questions. You may wonder what is going on, but when you start, everything is easy, smoothly done. Take heart, courage. I wish you the best as you continue just doing what you're supposed to do. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you soon.